So, good afternoon, friends. A short update for today's market. Some traders have got the trade plans, especially in such weeks as we have main data. Usually or generally, the followers, subscribers get the general trade plan, but the paid subscribers and followers, meaning those who are paying for my content, they get the special one. So for today and also tomorrow and Thursday, for example, and these are their main trading data and trading days, and therefore they get that very special trade plan. Nevertheless, for all now this video, the data has been out today. We had PMI data and also a bunch of US data has been released today, such as CB consumer confidence at 97, below the estimation. The Chicago PMI also at 37.9, but on the other side we had the S&P Composite 20 HPI, which were very high, and the HPI data extremely high. That was also the reason the market knew that, and so we are going to talk today about the US dollar, Japanese yen. We are going to talk about Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, gold, Euro dollar, S&P, NASDAQ, and of course oil. As you can see in this video, that's me talking. I did this video 2 years ago, estimated exactly where we will go. At that time, the yen was at around 97, 99. And so if you're going to the search box, then type Davy Brasco yen, Y-E-N, yen, and then you get then all my dollar and forex pair videos. Now it is really to understand, especially the Japanese yen second quarter recap, the dominant downtrend for the past month. As expected from the second quarter fundamental outlook, the Japan uptrend over the medium term. This is my prediction. This is my strategy based on these fundamentals combined with technical reviews for timing. Nevertheless, put your stop losses. My prediction is dollar gets stronger. So, and also in this video especially, I described very in detail what will happen until 2024, and it happened 100%. So you can go watch in the past. It was a back to future video, as if I have been in the future and so went back in the past and told it to you. So if you have been watching this video and you are remaining to that strategy, well done. Now let's go to the market. We begin first with the superstar of this week, the Japanese yen, that surges in apparent currency intervention as the yen strengthened sharply after crashing to its lowest level in 34 years. And currently the market is at about 157 era. So traders in Hong Kong, Australia, London, that believed the recovery was likely due to Japan's finance ministry selling dollar reserves and purchasing the Japanese currency. And of course, exactly the opposite happened. The more the Bank of Japan started to intervene yen, the more traders started to sell yen and to buy the US dollar. That boosted up that very final push of the dollar index. That's the most important measure and indicator. And then there is the VIX, my favorite lovely indicator that started 2 days ago on Sunday midnight or Monday Asian session beginning, started to push up and exploding at this moment, so going over 17.9. That was of course the heart attack and the dead shot or the headshot for Bitcoin, for NASDAQ and others. So NASDAQ, S&P a little bit holding. We will have in NASDAQ and S&P some ways consolidation and to go back because of tomorrow meeting. Then we need to go to the oil markets. Also my second favorite superstar of the week. And we see here clearly how the oil market started to recover also on Sunday. And with the beginning of Monday this week, the oil started to fall down. And yesterday, 2 days later, the news were published that there have been diplomatic talks between Israel and Hamas, that Hamas is going now to welcome the state of Israel, that Egypt and or Egyptians and the United States are very happy, talking positively that Israel is not attacking the Rafah, and that's the reason that the oil started to come down. Also, fresh EU sanctions on Russian gas could trigger a price rally, and natural gas currently at above 2, but it has not so much impact on the oil market. That's the reason that the market started to take all those profits and to go short. So the target for the next levels downside, so we are the first support is at 82, the second one 80.30, and then 76 is the main bearish target. If it breaks, the market will go down to around 72 and 70. Even though the consumer confidence for today is low and typically the US dollar should go down, I told you, if you remember in the last videos, the government is going to protect the US dollar with all the power. They still will kill people if necessary. The US dollar is not just a currency, it's an institution. And the reason is that the US dollar getting stronger is, of course, the interest rates differential between the countries, not last least. That's the scam of the digital cryptocurrencies of the Bitcoin that has zero value. We will come and see later in Bitcoin how typically a value or an asset that has a lot of value compared to the valueless zero garbage asset, and This is an example. The US dollar is something that has value. Yellen stated that Biden has been clear that anyone under 400,000 will not face tax increases. That's, of course, very good news for the US economy, meaning that the US economy is boosting, and the current level of the interest rates differential. Of course, there are some traders who are spreading the rumors. We may have one cut or interest rate cut this week. I don't believe it. I believe that we will have also higher interest rates. Why? Because there is still inflation in the economy, and the economy, or the machinery of the economy, is still running on maximum, is not getting stopped. This is the reason that we estimate that there will be no interest rate cut, but we will have a minimum one or even two interest rates hikes, meaning that we will see higher interest rate numbers. And if this happens, and the market or the smart traders know that, therefore they are selling the stocks and the Ponzi stocks, crypto, all the assets that has zero value, instead buying those really big stakes like the US dollar. The US dollar hit a new all-time high, standing very steady with very high volume, as you can see. And that's a very important measure that the US dollar will get much more stronger also against all the currencies, especially in US dollar, Swiss franc, as the gold started to come down, to get higher. That's typically making the Swiss franc stronger. But exactly the opposite happened. The US dollar rambled the Swiss away, and exactly this is what the market did not expect. Even twice or two times yen intervention, that's very unusual. The Bank of Japan started to intervene Japanese yen in twice in 1 week, and that has never happened before, and that means it has not worked any more longer for the Japanese yen, as the Japanese have some other financial policies, of course, that they are following. But nevertheless, it just says the US dollar will be the number one currency, so you should put your eyes always on the US dollar, what the US dollar is doing. And as I told you also in the videos before, one tick up or down will crash the market. In the crypto market especially, there is nothing new. So in Ethereum, in Solana, Bitcoin, and all the currencies we are aggressively short. We reach the levels of how we can see here at around 61.30, 370. So as we have now consolidation here, and so the market is going now to reduce some losses of the bulls. The bears are going to take some profits here, and the market preparing to start to break the 60K and 59K down, going for its next target to 34. So if you are trading the Ethereum, Keep eye on 3150, 3080, 2900. Going to break. A correction to the upside will be at 3,400, 3,650, and 3,950. In Bitcoin, a correction upside will be to around 67,425, firstly, and 70K, and downside also to 62,500, and downside to 50,000, 57,300, 53,000, and 50,000 first. So that will be the target. For NASDAQ, we will have an upside first to 7,605, 17,761, 7,894, 17,900, 7,996 to 98, and possibly to 18,100 to 18,300 before collapsing down. And why this is happening is really simple. To know that the economy is boosting. The Chicago PMI is very important data. It's an early indicator, but that there is no recession. But it doesn't say anything about the stock market at all. It just say we are a little bit far away from the recession, but looking at all other fundamental data, and so pseudo stocks like, for example, the MSTR, as you can see, lost 11% and now 12% in less than 1 minute. It speaks for $1 billion. It doesn't speak too good for $1 billion so-called billion-dollar semiconductor, as now all those people and all those stocks that have dumped money are paying and getting punished very bad. We see here the MSTR. This is the company of Michael Saylor. How the stock started to retain back and to collapse heavily. And this big move, you can see it happened in less than 20 seconds, right? So if you would be buying that stock, probably you would be margin call, losing your money, 80 or 90% of your money at all. So the next time you are going to buy stocks, be very careful, or watch these videos at this channel, or contact me at Instagram. For tomorrow, as many of you are new traders, I would recommend not to trade this week any longer. Just watch, especially for those people who have been losing a lot of money. Why? Because there is a lack of reaction and lack of experience of your side, and we all know that it's true. So even though you see the market is making a lot of distances, you need a lot of experiences to learn first, to practice first many times, to find your trading style, and then to start trading that trading strategy or style you have been practicing for minimum 24 months or 2 years, and getting very good results at practicing time. And then you should start to invest money and trading. So otherwise, you will catch some trading strategies, but instead You may some have good or big winners, but on the other side you will lose also very big. And after 2 years, then you will see that you are still at the beginning where you have been started. So don't fall into that trap of many advertisers and market makers who are making you or advertising you, selling you products for thousands of dollars. It's not just saying that you don't need to pay for that. Of course, there are some very good products. You have to, you must do, because there is nothing in this world free of charge. So, but you need also to take time to practice, and to find your way, and then start slowly to invest your money. So, especially on those days like today, so my expectation was a little bit bigger, must say. I am a little bit disappointed. I was expecting, after the data, a bigger move on one side. On the other side, the market is exactly doing what and this was my first thought, that the market is exactly doing what I was expecting. So, and this happens maybe now to a lot of traders who are also experienced. I've been following also some trader chat. There is special chat for traders, for example, at Live Squawk. That's a paid content, and there is special section only for CTAs and traders who own their own trading company, for example, like I am doing, so they get checked, and only those traders are in that very special closed chat. And 90% of those traders, I know also many of them more than 10 years now, they have been somewhere unsure, and I needed them to smile. What I'm usually doing is not following, I just read the news at all. So what number, for example, have been released, what numbers are expected, where are the meetings or the next numbers or events, and that's all. But I follow 100% in my own strategy that is very objective. It doesn't matter if the numbers are good or bad. It only matters what my trading strategy is saying. And my trading strategy is saying, as you can read here, downtrend, sell, short. That's all, Bitcoin, that's all. And I just do it. I don't do anything else, right? So if trading, for example, gold, the same, right? So if you are going, for example, to see what other markets are doing, right? And we see now in, so downtrend, sell the oil, right? News, somewhere good for the market, but my trading strategy says, right? So a lot of traders, 99% say, yeah, the US dollar must now sell the US dollar, but I do buy, uptrend, buy, long. That's all what I do. I have my own trading strategy. Objectively, I just do what my trading strategy and trading system tells me. That's all. Right, guys? Then Have a good time. So tomorrow maybe I'm going to make before and after the markets a new video. So, and thank you for following. Subscribe to the channel, like it, spread it on the social media millions of times, and that's done, right? And make profits. Bye-bye.